Because I remember the night that you guys realized it, and then you took him out for drinks, and I was pissed off. I was so jealous. I remember that night. You guys tweeted out, "I'm with my girl," and I was like, "You fucking hoe." I was so mad. And then he told me that he was crushing on you, and I was like, "Oh, you fucking bitch. I can't even be jealous anymore because he actually likes you." And I was pissed. But here's the difference. I didn't go out and try to destroy your entire life. You and I became friends.
Don't get me wrong. Like, let me get this very clear. In the beginning, when all this shit happened, like I explained today, the whole thing today, I was not raging at all. Half of the stuff I was typing, I was laughing. Not better than the truth was made at all. That is exactly how it all went down. I mean, with not as many details, but exactly the top of what all went down. And it's because I've never got a chance to say that. I've had him going around telling everybody that I was obsessed with him and he didn't care about me and like crazy thing. I'm like, really, dude? You're in your fucking 20s and you live in England. Yes, I cared about you. Well, I thought I cared about you deeply, the person I thought you were. And yes, it was messy and I hurt you and then you hurt me, but it was all private and nothing went public until he ended up with her. Someone who hated me before I even knew who the fuck she was. I didn't even know who she was.
So let me ask you this.
Like, who is saying what? Who is that?
Let me ask you this.
I became a part of the op.
Back when Gamergate started, for those of you that don't know, it started because some guy went on his blog and wrote like a 32-page post about how his girlfriend betrayed him and da-da-da-da-da. And the next thing you know, it's like this games are misogynistic and the gaming industry doesn't care about women and gamers are threatening to kill girls and da-da-da-da-da. Do you think that there's any correlation between what you went through and what that original woman went through when she was attacked by gamers because of something her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or e-boyfriend or whatever said?
Well, yeah, because it all comes down to a personal vendetta. Like, it's not about the games. It's not about the op. It's not about Twitter. It's a personal vendetta to hurt each other. And the whole thing, like I was saying in the beginning, when it all started, like, Bobby and Cree got into the fight. Bobby called her a whore because he was drunk. And believe me, we fought about it. I'm like, why are you doing that? Put that down. And he's like, no. And then got mad. And instead of attacking Bobby, he attacked me, who had said nothing at that point.
Yeah.
I had said nothing. And so then he came at me because I was who he could hurt. I mean, it's like fucking, like, sophomore year bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna hurt me because my boyfriend said mean words on the internet while you're making fun of people for getting upset about mean words on the internet. Yeah, you fucking make perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Sam's having a meltdown today. Oh my god. She's crazy. Yeah, okay, I'm crazy, but you're reading it, aren't you?
And here's the thing,
timeline, aren't you?
I have checked in with you several times over the last 3 years to make sure, like, are you guys okay? Do you need anything? Do you need to talk? And in all of that time that we've talked publicly and privately, you've never once said anything bad about these people. You've never once insulted them. You've pointed out the truth. And you said this is the reality, and you stood up for yourself, but you've never once called any. I haven't, anyways, seen you call people names other than crazy, and I would agree that there is a certain amount of insanity that's been going on.
I've called names. I have.
Well, I haven't seen it.
I mean,
I have not seen that.
In the beginning, we all did shit. We all did shit to each other when it all started, but it was a defense mechanism. But they went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And they take pride in that. Like, they're better at this. Well, yeah, you are, because you're not.
Yeah.
You're better at, like, being a sociopath because you are one.
Yeah.
And we're not. And that's all, like, yeah, maybe Bobby should have used his words better when it came to Cree because they have a history, and he should not have called her a whore online. But that did not...
It didn't justify going after you, going after your family, going after your kid. It didn't justify it. It didn't justify coming after me and all of Bobby's friends. It didn't justify coming after our workplaces, our families and friends. And it certainly, like, Up Anti-Bully helped a lot of people in the beginning. It helped a lot of kids in the beginning. And I feel like it was a great platform for what it was. The intention in the beginning was great. But then you have a lot of people who used the voice that they had to destroy and cause harm, and all of those people it helped ended up getting hurt in the end because they put their faith in something that ended up being a fraud.
Right, and the whole thing, like first, I mean, the first assault was my niece, obviously, and he didn't even do it himself. Like, everybody still had this perception that Ash is this great guy, and he fights for kids, and he hates revenge porn. And Sam must have handed her niece out like Tic Tacs and blah, 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 blah. No, he had those pictures. That one picture where I'm not even naked in it and I look ridiculous because we were just taking stupid pictures that day was taken for Ash. And he still stands there and says, I don't drop news. Really, fucker? At least airing up to your shit. Grow some hair on your fucking nuts and airing up to what
Hey, PG. All right. So, I'm going to get back to the show. I'm so glad that you called in, though, because this is the first time we've ever talked, you and I.
Right?
Yes.
Person, yeah.
And can we say this one more time? For all of the people out there that are that still, to this day, are trying to destroy our friendship. Bobby is my husband. Sam is my wife. I love them. They love me. And you're shit out of luck. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. That's it.
Yeah, I mostly just wanted to call in so everybody could just hear that I'm not a preaching lunatic right now.
No.
I just got tired of all the lies and put the truth out there for once in the past fucking year.
All right.
Have a good show.
Thank you. I love you too. Bye. All right, we're going to play Duncan Sheik for Honey. And then we'll get back into Twitter bullying. We'll get back into why it is so important that the Bisha program exists, why Radio Free Voice exists, why Skin and Bones Global exists, and Anonymous and all the other Twitter shit that we like to do around here on Radio Free Voice. Here you go. This is Duncan Sheik.
I know what you're doing, I see it all too clear. I only taste the saline when I kiss away your tears. You really had me going, wishing on a star. The black holes that surround you are heavier by far. I believed in your confusion, so completely torn. It must have been that yesterday was the day that I was born. Not much to examine, nothing left to hide. You really can be serious, you have to ask me why. I say goodbye, 'cause I am barely breathing, and I can't find fall. I rise above, I sink below. And every time you come and go, please don't come and go. 'Cause I am barely breathing, and I can't find the air. Don't know who I'm kidding, imagining you care. And I could stand here waiting, a fool for another day. I don't suppose it's worth the price, it's worth the price that I would make, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm thinking it over anyway, yeah. I'm thinking it over anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're doing, I see it all too clear.
All right, so here's why what Sam was talking about is so important. Here's the synopsis. We had a group of friends. They did a huge thing called Op Anti-Bully and Op Anti-Pedo. They were taking down online bullies. They were taking on online pedophiles. They were giving that information to the police. They were giving victims back their voice. And they did a great job doing it. And then emotions got involved, personal relationships got involved, and personal attacks began. And a lot of people got hurt. Namely, my friend Breakbeat Junkie and my beautiful wife, Sam. And their kids got hurt. And I got hurt. And it sucked. And it was horrible. Now, we're all adults. We can handle that. We can take that on, and we can deal with it. We can lash back. We can ignore. Breakbeat and Sam both, they take it on every single day. They answer to their haters. They respond to their haters. They deal with it the best way they know how. I, however, choose to ignore it. I put my head in the sand. I'm a big pussy. I don't mind saying it, and I don't deal with it. I don't acknowledge it. I click block, and I click ignore, and I am done. And it's because I'm afraid to take that on. I'm not going to lie. I'm afraid to take it on because it caused so much hurt in my life. But if you're a 15-year-old kid and somebody says to you, you're a whore, you're a slut, you're a tramp, and then all of a sudden everybody in your school is doing it, you don't necessarily have the ability to stand up for yourself to take that on. And unfortunately, there isn't an op anti-bully anymore. There isn't an op anti-pedo anymore. It doesn't exist. There are still people out there that will help you, but you have to know where to look for them. And a lot of times, those heroes are afraid of stepping up and defending these innocent kids online because they're afraid of what happened to us. And who can blame them? Like, what happened to us was horrible. Literally, lives were ruined. Friendships, lifelong friendships in some particular cases, were ruined. Viz has disappeared from the internet, as far as I know anyway, and I miss him every single day. I love this guy. He is an awesome, awesome dude. His life, he almost went to prison for a rape that not only did he not commit, but a rape that never happened. And thank God he had the proof to say, you know, this never happened. But one young man, and we're going to get into that in a little bit, one young man, is still fighting this particular case. So I'm going to play this track because I think that it's for all of those people out there who have lost their voice and who feel like I'm kind of losing mine right now and feel like there's nobody out there to help them out and defend them.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when